Yo, 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 this is Too Real Sports where we keep it way too real.
Unapologetic, unbiased, uncensored.
And I guess we at that time of the year where it's Cavs, Warriors, what's this, part 4?
Part 4.
It's like American Pie part 4 where somehow I'ma still watch knowing it's not going to be as good as 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, but I guess we still got to talk about it, right?
LeBron fans think because it's part 4, he gonna average a quadruple double this time.
He better.
Yeah, word.
Better do whatever you gotta do. That's how I look at it. But we gonna get into that. We're gonna discuss the Eastern Western Conference Finals.
We got East West, and then we're gonna touch on the finals, of course. What we think was what's gonna happen, our predictions.
Yeah, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And for sports politics, begrudgingly, you know, we gotta talk about the NFL, the whole new changing of the rules with the national anthem and the players and the things like that. Let's get into this basketball though. Eastern Conference Finals. What you think about what just happened with the Cavs and the Celtics?
I mean, like, if you saw last episode, you know, I switched my pick. I don't know why. Of course, I know why. Like, I really didn't think that the Cavs would come back to win the next 4 out of 5, but like I said before the conference finals started, it's LeBron versus these young kids. Like, I hate to put it that way, but that's exactly what it is. It's LeBron James,
that's a fact.
7 straight finals compared to these second and rookie year players. Boston's getting led by Jason Tatum throughout the playoffs. This is his rookie year. He just turned 20 this year. Jaylen Brown, second year player, major factor. Like, it was pretty much like a rookie, a couple second year players, Al Horford and Brad Stevens. Mm-hmm. And so LeBron, you know, he closed them out as you always, like I said, like Boston couldn't close games. Mm-hmm. How do you expect them to close out a Game 7 series in the Eastern Conference Finals against an all-time great player? Mm-hmm. Even though he don't have no help. Like, this is amazing how LeBron, the thing how LeBron James doesn't have no help. He has plenty of help, as you can see. He's in the, like, they argue both sides of the spectrum. I don't even make this about LeBron fans. I'm not even going to go down that road, but of course he did. But there's a couple of things that happened, but like Boston, for some reason, they had a blueprint. It was working. It was working first couple of games. For some reason, they thought, all right, since the Golden State Warriors beat them in 5 games last year in the finals, we're going to turn into them and start jacking up threes. We can take threes over here. Terry Rozier jacking up threes. Jaylen Brown jacking up threes. Well, everybody, it was a 3-point contest. The only thing they was missing, I'm going to save that for the next round. But it was a 3-point shootout on behalf of the Boston Celtics, and that's not their side of play. You're not beating that. You're not beating the Cavs. You're not beating LeBron James in the Eastern Conference Finals, the Game 7, sitting here jacking them threes. And we gave Brad Stevens a whole lot of credit. We both agree that he's the best coach in the league as of right now. But for some strange reason, he went 7 deep that game. And I just looked over it. That was the only time in the whole series he went 7 deep. And I'm like, why'd you go 7 deep? I'm thinking like the plan was to wear LeBron out, give him multiple different looks on offense and defense, and like wear him out. And that wasn't the case. It was the same 7 players, and then Jaylen Brown, they couldn't hold LeBron. He did whatever he wanted. He wasn't even all that aggressive. Honestly, I'm thinking like he's gonna come out here and just destroy them, have 40. But nah, he was like kind of forced them to have a good game.
They had a great team game.
Yeah, he sure did. And that was my take on it, actually, man. All them 3 points, man. Come on, yo, get out of here with that.
I mean, I hate to rain on the Cavs parade. I give no blame to the Celtics because they were overachieving. And the Cavs did what they were supposed to do. If anything, it wasn't supposed to go 7 games. So, unfortunately, I have no big hoopla. Somehow, when LeBron does anything, we just love to throw GOAT out there. These are not GOAT-ish things. These are not all-time things. And like you said, beating the young Celtics is no real badge on your, Medal of Honors and things like that. No. You just beat a team you're supposed to beat, who overachieved the whole year, who has really, to me, one player that I think is a major talent, Jason Tatum, and he's a baby. He's a rookie, and he definitely overplayed any rookie in just history besides Magic Johnson, who had a stacked team as their first time in the playoffs. So Jaylen Brown, I think he's good for that system. I don't think he's a great individual talent. Al Horford, he's okay. He plays in the East, so it's not much there. So, of course, to me, he could be an all-star there. But none of them I really think are big talents. You see why they missed Kyrie, because they couldn't finish those games at all. So that's where Kyrie comes in. So for all those Terry Rozier, maybe we could trade Kyrie for Terry. Relax. This is what superstars are for big-time moments. Now, you addressed on it, and I want to touch on it deeply. Pause. Of LeBron and this whole narrative of no help. I don't know where this came from. And for me, with LeBron, and chime in because I'm going to get a little long-winded. So for me, with LeBron is, I don't understand why people don't realize this is what I think. He knows he can't beat Michael Jordan in finals. And that Michael's undefeated 6-0. He lost that already. So I think his way of beating Michael Jordan is numbers, statistics. I'll break every major statistic, and that will put me in that GOAT conversation.
Absolutely, I absolutely agree with that.
So I think the way he dictates the Cavs' offense is the only way people can score is if he can get an assist. He doesn't let them create shots. So a lot of times, to me, if you really look at them play, a lot of J.R. Smith, because everybody's down on J.R. Smith a lot, but a lot of J.R. Smith threes is contested threes with the shot clock running down, and he got it from LeBron real quick, so he got to shoot it.
Like,
show me an open three that J.R. Smith takes. My fault.
Show me the Cavs system. Show me a Cavs system. You see them sitting there running plays and calling out things. It's LeBron James bringing up the floor, dictating every single thing. And that's why you sitting here, everybody told what happens is LeBron James made people better, but when he leaves, they go back to 12 and 40 or 12, whatever. Because he takes that everything in the entire offense with him. Nobody does anything. So when he leaves, nobody sit there. It's just in there. It's just those players and just sitting there. Right now, we're gonna do it this way because the offense is going. There's nothing they can do on the offense.
Let me ask a question about LeBron, and then I'm going to get into these numbers because these numbers blew my mind when I started looking at them. But let me ask you about a question about LeBron and making people better. Besides Mo Williams, who, if I believe, only got into the All-Star game because I can't remember, someone injured or something, yeah. And so they got in there because they felt like he was snubbed before, and then, LeBron. But besides Mo Williams, what All-Star has LeBron made?
Besides that, what player was ever drafted to a LeBron James team that developed and became an all-star and got better or even a most improved player? Yeah, name one player.
That's a great thing, too, that got drafted because Scottie Pippen was drafted. And I hate to do the Michael Jordan thing, right? I hate to do the Michael Jordan.
No, it's not true because we wake up to it. We wake up to, now he's the GOAT. Now he's the GOAT because he sat there and beat the Indiana Pacers in Game 7 with Victor Oladipo. He sat there and swept. He sat there and swept the Toronto Raptors with no Hall of Famers. He sat there and beat in Game 7 and beat the baby Celtics with no all-star, not one all-star on that team, and currently no well, Jason Tatum, we not even go down that road because he's not a Hall of Famer. No Hall of Famers on that team too. And now we sitting there, wake up to him crowning, look, he's the GOAT now. He did it with nobody, not even Kevin Love, because he advanced to the NBA Finals. Not win, but advanced to the NBA Finals. Let me ask a quick question. Cavs scored 87 points. Just tell you a little story. 1998, Game 6 of the NBA Finals. That's exactly the amount of points the Bulls scored. 87 points. However, the second best player on the Chicago Bulls had 8 points. Scottie Pippen had 8 points that game. Tony Kukoc had 15, but Scottie Pippen had 8 points. That was it. That was the only person. The other double digit was 15. Tony Kukoc. Scottie had 18. Tell me something right now. If LeBron James team scored 87 points and their second best player had 8 points, what would be the narrative? What would happen in the narrative? No fucking help. No help. He did. What you want him to do? He ain't have no help. Mike had 45. Don't tell me about how many shots he took to get to 45. Tell me about the result of the game. They talking about LeBron had to get the rebounds, blah 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 blah. Mike, it's not like the Bulls picked up the slack for Mike that game. Dennis Rodman, he had Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman had 7 points. Dennis Rodman had great defense. Karl Malone had 31 points and 10 rebounds that game. But Mike had all the help. LeBron don't got no help, and he can't do it because he don't got no help.
So let's get deeper. Pause. So right Now, the greatest Bulls team, well, we're going to go, 95, 96, right? And I hate to put LeBron and Jordan because to me, and I must use this word I know what word I'm using. It's a very idiotic conversation to have. It's really brainless to me. Sports brainless to me. But we're going to just do Michael Jordan just because that's the creme de la creme, right? So, and the best team, 95 team that won 72 games. The next year they won 69 games. But we're going to go with the 72 team, right? Now, this was the rotation. Randy Brown, Ron Harper, Steve Kerr, Luke Longley, Dennis Rodman, John Sally, Bill Winnington, and then, of course, Scottie Pippen, right? Now, people love to throw out to act like the Bulls was a stacked team. That's not it. Now, I looked at some of the numbers. Steve Kerr. People love Steve Kerr, right? People love Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr getting made the shot. Steve Kerr.
You know what Steve Kerr averaged for his career?
Like 5.7?
6 points a game. Yes, he averages 6 points. And for the Bulls, what his career high with the Bulls? 8 points a game. Steve Kerr. All right, so it's like, all right, let me go Tony Kukoc, right? Because Tony Kukoc in his prime with the Bulls averaged 13 points a game. So besides Scottie Pippen, there wasn't nobody on there who was some all-time great. And Dennis Rodman, people love to throw Dennis Rodman out there. Realistically, I love Dennis Rodman. I would love to have him on my team. You could get two players to do the same thing Dennis Rodman did, realistically. Instead of just breaking up those 17, 16 rebounds in one person and playing them a lot of minutes, which was great, you could get two people to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So not to take nothing from Dennis Rodman, but let's not act like, okay? So and when we talk about achievements, Tony Kukoc, 6th Man of the Year. That was the greatest achievement. Steve Kerr's greatest solo achievement was the three-point contest. And, hitting the big shot.
And that wasn't even to clinch the series, and that was just to win the game.
Yeah,
so,
thank you. We love context on this show. Ron Harper, when he was with the Bulls, 7 points a game.
And once the Ron Harper that was in the Clippers, it was old Ron Harper who was coming off the knee injury. He had the D-Wade injuries.
Now,
D-Wade knees, I mean.
I want to keep this on this Cavs team, but just for the record, because I can't help myself, D-Wade and Kyrie Irving is better than Scottie Pippen.
It's not even a question.
D-Wade and Kyrie Irving is better than Scottie Pippen. And let's remember that D-Wade is what? Top 3 shooting guards of all time?
All time.
A top 3. Scottie Pippen is not top, I don't know what, in small forwards of all time. So let's keep this in context. I don't know if a lot of people probably just started watching basketball, but Carmelo Anthony's better than Scottie Pippen. I'm willing to say that.
And Chris Mullin.
I'm willing to say that.
Chris Mullin, too. I came out of nowhere just to say Chris Mullin, yeah.
Now, let's talk about this Cavs team. I gave you them Bulls numbers. George Hill. Now, just for the record, his career, he averaged 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal for his game, 1 steal a game. And for the Cavs right now, he's doing 10, 3, 2, 1, kind of around the career numbers. That's a lot better than what Steve Kerr and them was over there. Kevin Love. 17 points, 45%. He's shooting from the 3-point line, 9 rebounds a game, 1 assist. For his career, he's 18 points, 44%, 11 rebounds, 2 assists.
And he leads the playoffs in rebounds this year.
Yes. And I also want to just also know with that their careers, and when they get to Bron, it's dropping. And, I mean, we get it. They're playing with a great player. But if you're making people better,
it makes them better.
Now, Rodney Hood. Oh, no, matter of fact, let me get to Kevin Love's solo accomplishments. 5-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA second team, most improved player, NBA rebound leader, and he won a 3-point contest. Now, Rodney Hood, as we both know, averaged 17 points with the Jazz before he got traded and 10 points with the Cavs. Nobody on those Bulls teams would have averaged 17 points in their career. I think Tony Kukoc, just for perspective, averaged 20 points 1 year with the Atlanta Hawks in 2001. But besides that, none of these players would have been a 17-point Randy Brown. Come on. Luke Longley. This is the rotation. So somehow the Cavs don't have help. But all those players individually have better averages and have better individual statistics and achievements over those of the Cavs. Now, J.R.
But
Smith,
they strictly better players. They better players. George Hill was better than Steve Kerr. Shit. come on, man. That roster, man.
I mean, J.R. Smith has a 6th Man of the Year award. Let's put that up there. None of these people was on these Bulls team. Even Jordan Clarkson, who I don't respect as a basketball player, but he averages 14 points a game.
Instant offense.
Kyle Korver was an NBA All-Star. So all these people have these credentials. We know what they can do. Now all of a sudden,
before LeBron, by the way.
Yeah, now all of a sudden they don't know how to play basketball.
All of a sudden they not good. They don't got no help. But it's crazy that they since LeBron been to Miami, he's had Kyrie Irving, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Kevin Love. Well, Tristan Thompson, he's a 5th round draft. He's the number 5 draft pick overall, first round.
I hate Tristan Thompson.
Well, hey, he's getting money. He's getting paid.
He's definitely getting paid.
He's getting money and all that. But those been his teammates since 2010. But the narrative, LeBron's had no help.
Yeah.
Come on, get out of there. All right, the first year he played Golden State, they got hurt. But Steph Curry wanted the unanimous MVP like he was. Draymond Dean was the 2nd round draft pick like he was. Klay Thompson wasn't the 36th and 1 point and one quarter scorer like he was. Nah, it wasn't that. He could have beat that team, man.
Nah, he could have. I mean, I don't want to dig too deep because it's about to get real bad for LeBron and them, and so I don't want to I don't want to put salt in the wound because it's about to be a depressing summer for them.
He's the GOAT. But he has no help, and they don't expect him to win.
I can't
that's crazy. How you think LeBron James is the greatest player of all time and had no chance to win? That mean I don't understand how my expectations of LeBron is higher than yours, and I don't think he's the greatest player of all time. That's amazing. It makes me believe you don't really think who you think he is.
You
neither.
can't. So after
it's impossible.
Like you said, after looking at all Steve Kerr and Luke Longleys and the Randy Browns and the Ron Harper's numbers, I honestly feel in my heart there's no excuse. I was giving LeBron an excuse for this series. I don't give him an excuse no more. Oh, my fault. I just want to mention one more thing before we get out of here, because I also with the comp.
There's so much.
So now, because it's another reason why I don't give him an excuse. Now, people like to act like Jordan wasn't playing anyone, even though he was in the Eastern Conference. That was the toughest conference. And that Seattle Seahawks team that they beat that year, that was no slouch, especially compared to that. I mean, excuse me, the Seattle. What I said, Seahawks. Oh, my bad. I'm so ready for football. The Seattle Supersonics. That team was no slouch. They had GP. Now they had Kemp, who had Hall of Fame talent at the time. Herschel Wilkins. Herschel Walkins, my fault.
Hersey Hawkins,
my bad. Sam Perkins, Nate McMillan, Detlef Schrempf, and a young Eric Snow. They had some pieces. When you compare it to the Randy Browns and the Luke Longleys and the Bill Whittington.
Was Kendall Gill in that game?
No. He came, I think, on the second Seahawks.
My bad.
Remember they had I keep saying Seahawks. Supersonics, they had 2 kind of teams with that same GP and Kemp. He was on that second.
And that's better. Yeah, that actually better supporting cast than come on, man.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, LeBron. I was gonna give you an excuse. No excuse. You got to do it. If you're the man, you gotta win it. Absolutely. Plain and simple. All right. I feel bad now. Let's do this about James Harden now.
Oh man. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Before this year started, even during the season, I had James Harden in my top 5. I'd probably never have James Harden in my top 5 of anything for the rest of my life. I don't like James Harden. He's such a disappointment, man. The whole Houston, him and D'Antoni, now this the only thing that was missing out of this Western Conference 3-point shooting contest, because it wasn't no damn basketball game. It was the Western Conference 3-point shootout contest. The only thing was missing.
They blindfolded or something?
Was they blindfolded?
For the 3-point shooting contest? Because it was.
They might have been the way it was missing.
Was it one hand behind your back, shoot your offhand 3-point contest?
They was playing a horse from the 3-point shootout, from the 3-point lines, what it looked like.
Was it try to miss? My fault. Because I'm still confused.
The only thing that was missing out of the game was the rainbow basketball, was the money ball, Yo, how you tell me they had the game, man? They had the game in the first half. They was attacking, they was balancing it out, shooting, they was playing it in and out, going to the basket, getting fouled, shooting. For some reason, I don't know what the fuck Mike D'Antoni told him, and I don't know what, or even if he didn't tell him, I don't know what James Harden thought he was going to do, but they decided, the Houston Rockets decided, we're going to outshoot the greatest 3-point team in NBA history that been in 3 straight finals. And that's how we going to get to the finals. That's how we gonna put a stop to their dynasty. Are you kidding me? And then on top of that, to sit there and that be the game plan, you shoot 7 from fucking 44 from three point. And all in the second half, at one point, you missed 27 in the motherfucking row. You missed 27 threes in a row in Game 7 of the Western Conference Final, and you did nothing else to switch anything up. You were supposed to put everything on the table at that point. Not sit here. I understand you with the get here stick with what you got got you here, but that shit wasn't working. And it's the Western Conference Finals and it's Game 7. You got to put everything on the table, and that shit was wide the fuck open. Them lanes, you had ample opportunity to sit there and attack the basket and shoot mid-range jump shots. And what the fuck did you do? James Harden, first of all, you're not a three-point shooter. You're not a three-point shooter. You're a great scorer. Mm-hmm. This is what James Harden shot for three-point in the whole series.
Oh, man.
Game 1, 5 for 9. That's good. That's a nice little range to shoot. I'm thinking 6 to 8 threes became James Harden attack in and out. Do that. Do what you do. That was Game 1. Game 2, 3 for 15. Game 3, 2 for 6. Game 4, 3 for 12. Game 5, 0 for 11.
Oh
Game
God.
6, 4 for 12. And Game 7, 2 for fucking 13.
Oh my gosh.
And you did nothing else. You did not attack. And then, honestly, I get it. A couple of basketball dudes was hell out of me. I respect that decision, especially shout out my man Art, because he made perfect sense from this. That was, yes, those fouls, those non-call fouls, that illegal screen by Bell to get those was crucial momentum changes. Like that was kind of a. I'm not gonna say the stake in the heart because they had more chances to do this, but that did hurt them. That did hurt them because they scored. They were shooting threes off that. They didn't call a couple of fouls. But what do you expect the refs to do if you're sitting there not putting no pressure on the defense and not putting no pressure on attacking them? All they did was shoot threes.
You know why I don't agree with those
My bad,
calls?
I was ranting. My bad.
Nah. Do your thug dizzle. You know why I don't agree with those calls? It's because if you watch the Warriors play, and just me being an OKC, what being like, they do moving screens every possession. Really, it's
Who, Golden State?
Yeah, really, I think it's a problem with the NBA in general.
That particular one, he was dead boxing him out into the night. It was crazy, yo. It was crazy.
Look at every single series screen that Golden State sets. It's not even close to standing still. They grab. It's like ridiculous. Now that I say that, watch it.
Bro, they set so many they can't be possibly set every single time.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
I do think it's something wrong with it. I think it definitely needs to be addressed. It should have been addressed for years now. But look at it. It's a ridiculous with Gold. I think Golden State gets away with a lot on defense too. That's another thing. I think they are able to Clay and Draymond get the grab and be physical more than anyone else. But on offense, definitely with the moving screens. I mean, think about how many times you see Steph and Clay wide open, and you like, these the best shooters in the world. Like wide open. Draymond literally grabs waist. And it's like, it's a part of it. You know what it looked like? You know how when you're doing like a walkthrough, just like on a play? That's what it looks like. Watch. It looked like they just be doing a walkthrough and it's like, yo, stop playing, bro. You playing too tough. All right. And then they let it get away with.
Nah, I got you. I'm a zero in there. I'm a
now,
that,
as far as, and refs, blah, 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 we could do that with every game. If you don't shoot 7 for 44, you might have a case with me. You shoot 7 for 44. You shoot 27. A person telling me the NBA is rigged makes it more. I don't believe this, but will make a better case to me because I'm like, damn, you right, bro. 27 in a row. How did that happen? Like, if I didn't watch the game with my own 2 eyes and I just read you missed 27, how does that? If they gave my grandmama a basketball and it was for my life or $10 million, I'm gonna go, grandma, you gonna hit. Nigga, we make the 3 out of 27. She gonna hit 3 of them joints. So I don't know how professional basketball players miss 27 threes in a row. When you do that, you have no excuse. James Harden, another thing where I'm not surprised. That's what he do. I have a history with James Harden being an OKC fan. When they played Miami, James Harden all of a sudden forgot how to play basketball. I also want to blame Trina. I want to blame Trina, the baddest B, you know what I'm saying? I want to blame Trina. He was dating her at the time. He was in Miami, and I don't know. She had him. I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but he was coming to the game, not looking ready to play.
If he's a sucker, you can't blame Trina.
I'm just saying.
Kobe came ready to play. Shit.
That's true, but you
Shaq.
know that they was in Miami. She from I don't know. I just wouldn't blame somebody, because at the time I just couldn't think, why does James Harden play so bad in the finals? If we just got a little bit, we probably could have. I mean, KD foul trouble was a little shaky to me too, but whatever. But now, whatever many years I'm in with James Harden in this, I realize this is who James Harden is, and realistically, your man Chris Paul is lucky.
It's not.
He lucky he got hurt, because he was just gonna show y'all he's not clutch either.
I'm not even gonna.
He was gonna show y'all he not. At least he got an excuse now. So he lucked up with his hamstring, and now he gets another pass next year to flop in the playoffs,
Golden
and to
State
still
lucked
have a
up.
losing record in the playoffs, but somehow be considered some type of all-time great. But I'll give him a pass.
I don't know what it is, Chris Paul, that you still don't see, man. I don't even know what this is about. I can't call it, but
He's good. He's just not an all-time great.
all-time great.
That he gets
They
on the
lucked
pedestal.
up. Golden State lucked up because they would have lost with CP3 there, man. They would have lost. They would have lost Game 6.
I don't know. That's why I
The
say
Warriors
Chris
are
Paul.
bitch ass. Like they a bunch of, they soft, man. They a bunch of bitches. That's why LeBron, like, Cleveland do have a shot. They have a chance to, but they could do it. That's why Cleveland can't do
Warriors
it.
are very
They got the
mentally
best player of
weak.
the generation. They got the best in the league. He's way more hard bodied than Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, the leaders of that team. Come on, Draymond Green's not good enough. He's fake tough. He's not good enough to sit here. and
Draymond
compete.
Green, that shit. You know
He's-
how I'm rocking.
He's gonna
Pound
disappear.
teeth.
He's gonna disappear like he's been, like, because his skill set in these players, it really separates. You can really see now. It's magnified now. His skill set with these people, the players, how I play basketball is. It's like, Draymond.
I'm trying to tell you about Draymond Green.
But he still averaged 11, 8, and 8.
I don't care what he
Still
averages. I'm
averaging-
averaging that on the
He
Warriors.
still averaged 11, 8, and 8.
You're the only big man. You're going to get the rebounds. And you're going to get the assists. You got the best shooters just from spot-up jump shots. But, yeah, the Warriors are the best, worst team of all time to me because they're so mentally weak. I think just overall, the Warriors and the Rockets series was just bad basketball. One example I'll use was, I think it was Game 5 was the last one the Rockets won. Was that when Chris Paul got the hamstring injury and didn't play? Wait, I believe it was Game 5. The last 4 minutes of the game, the Rockets scored 3 points and won the game. That's terrible basketball to me from both teams. So I just think somehow both teams are mentally weak. They're not, Steph Curry is the third quarter killer. Fourth quarter, though, I don't know. We know KD the cupcake, you know what I'm saying? So LeBron, realistically, you got a shot, boy. You got a real shot that people not, I don't believe in number one seed underdogs, even though the Cavs technically were the number one seed, but in the beginning of the year, did anybody doubt they weren't making it to the Eastern Conference Finals? So you are a number one seed. So I believe they got a chance, man. I guess we could get into the finals. Any prediction? I still got
Warriors and they got a chance, so I guess they got a chance to win. So I'll say Warriors in 5.
Yeah,
Warriors in 5. I'm like, it's over, man. It's gonna be too much. I think it's too much. I don't know. It's not too much. Whatever, man. Warriors in 5.
I'm just gonna go. Yeah, that's in Golden State in 5. I want it. Warriors in 4.
Yeah, I said sweet. Yeah, I'm my fault. I apologize. We gotta keep it too real. It's just too real right here. And I said I've been saying sweep all year. I'm gonna stick to the guns. Warriors in 4, man.
I either want to go Warriors in 4 or Warriors in 6. I don't know why.
Yeah,
but either 4 or 6 for some reason.
LeBron was laying down on the floor during the trophy presentation. They won the championship. He got his praises. Don't lie. He made it. He won. He got his chip. All right. He made his accomplishment. He's
all
done.
that laying on the floor. The cameras is watching.
Exactly.
It all feeds. What I will
that.
give LeBron is he got the greatest gaffle of all time. He's so aware. Jordan was very aware of things like camera and media, but now everything is so glorified.
When he spoke about his teammates, right, when he got the joint and he praised his teammates?
No, but I mean like Jordan kind of coming off like with Pippen carrying him and things like that. Jordan was kind of feeding into the theatrics of the game and it being entertainment, I think,
Well, at least that was real because Jordan's out here all drunk from last night and batting from 4 o'clock in the morning drinking cognac, so I believe it.
So I believe, great players know how to do both, entertain and feed into. So I think with LeBron laying on the floor, and he knows all these cameras is here, they're going to take that picture. What it's going to be, look how tired LeBron is. He's carrying. He know what he's doing,
and
man.
And
this is why Kyrie left. He know what he's doing.
Enough of that shit.
No of that drama. So sports politics, begrudgingly. let's get into the flag and the NFL. As you might know now, the rule is if you protest the flag, it is fine, right? It's a fine.
Yeah.
But now you have the option to stay in the locker room during the national anthem. So what do you think about that?
I think NFL, they some slick motherfuckers, yo. We already know they slick, man. They caving into the pressure. They caved in, whatever. But this rule, this one, like, where was this rule at before? Like why implement this rule right now in 2018? Why? Because you don't want to hear about what the actual thing is about the why people are nailing you. You trying to sit there and try to like really eliminate it completely and truly not deal with it at all. This is your way of not dealing with it. This is where you're sitting here and not addressing the initial issue of why Colin Kaepernick was kneeling in the first place. This is their way of doing it, and it's real slick. Like it's whatever at this point. They're not gonna band together for real. Kaepernick's not gonna get a job back. Eric Reid won't get a job back. Nobody gonna sit here and come together like for real as they like really can do and really make some noise and like not play and boycott and refuse to play. So same old bullshit is gonna happen. So it's not really much I'm gonna say about this too much though.
For me, and of course, it might sound unpopular. It might sound like not fighting for our rights. But I believe NFL players, black, white, Spanish, whoever wants to protest the flag, just stand there, put your hand on your chest, get your check. For a couple reasons, because for one, this all boils down just to Trump. This is all politics. There was no problem. This was going on until Trump glorified it. Now I see that a leak of a Jerry Jones testimony came out, I think from the Colin Kaepernick case. And it says that, and I quote, Trump told him, "This is very winning and a strong issue for me." And quote, "Tell everybody you can't win this one. This one fits me," end quote. So from that, I take that Trump he knows this is building my brand, this right here. Y'all, you know, and I've also seen reports that he threatened them about some of the tax breaks that they get as owners. From owning the sports team and taking that away. And this is really a Trump issue. And that's why, to me, I say players don't put any energy into it. Let it go away. Somehow, you know, just Trump in general, when he says the craziest things, and people who are, you know, anti-Trump or opposite Trump like myself, when we go, oh snap, this is the one, he's out of here. It makes him bigger somehow. The negative energy makes just his brand of people and hate grow. So I'm at a point where we just have to ignore it. My thing is, instead of fighting against this pride war, what I think it is really is just a pride war, and risking losing your money and risking taking care of your family, I say for however long the national anthem is, you know, sit there, put your hand on your chest, get your check, and do great things with your check. Get a community center in your hood. Things that you could do because of this check. But I'm done with feeding into any negativity and this spin cycle of Trump and his flag and everything like that. So personally, I say players, man, go up there, put your hand on your chest, sing whatever song you want to sing in your head, even though there's no beef with the national anthem. Let's make that very clear. There's no beef with the anthem at all. The thing was just trying to highlight something. Let's do this, so when you ask us a question, we will highlight this issue that's going on.
Now there's a beef with the national anthem. If you want to sit here and look at the motherfucking song, there's a beef with the national anthem. The words. Nobody got to sit here and praise and put a hand over to that chest. They shouldn't do it, especially with the real lyrics to the words. Fuck the national anthem. It's gonna be fucking national anthem for the rest of my life. Like,
no, I get that. We know the real.
Of course.
Lyrics of the national anthem. If you don't Google it, there's slave ownership and things like that, talking about kill slaves in it. But my thing is, it's just not worth it.
No, I feel you. It is clearly a Trump political issue. He's gonna use this and act like he's gonna use this to get reelected or whatever for his campaign and all that. But don't make it alright. Don't make it alright. You gotta fall back and say, alright, you know, we're not gonna say nothing because nah, fuck that. Like, cause that's not the you better care about we 70% of the motherfucking players in this league. You better care about the issue why he's dealing for. You cause y'all people can sit there and actually do something about this. y'all got a cash cow's gonna sit there and do this something and talk to the senators and the congressmen. Y'all can actually sit there and do this and then sit there and really truly not care. They can.
I don't know. I don't know if an owner
can.
of a football team can change the mentality of the police.
But you act like hey, I love you, my guys, and all that.
I believe so, though.
But then don't do that.
I believe there's owners who I honestly believe, and I even said this back in the middle of when Jerry Jones did the kneeling, and then Jerry Jones came out and said, I can't remember, but the stern players better stare. I said that knowing Jerry Jones, I felt that there was a Trump threat that came because I know they had a conversation, and it was even reported that Jerry tried to curve Trump and not pick up his phone calls a couple times, and then after a while he had to. And I believe Jerry is a player owner. I believe in certain characteristics, things that he's done for black players off the field. I've heard plenty of stories of him taking care of black players who don't play for him no more, taking care of their families when they down. So I believe he has true characteristics. And there's other owners. I just know Jerry Jones because I'm a Cowboy fan. But I'm pretty sure there's other owners like Woody and the Jets and other owners who deeply care about their players and the issues. And I think realistically, though, they can't change a crazy, messed up system of the police department.
But like it's not like the issue is like secret. It's not like it's a secret what they're saying. It's not like they're not blatantly, clearly explaining what's going on. It's not like Colin Kaepernick was then start by sitting and then spoke to a military veteran and came in and met with him and spoke to him and for hours and formed a relationship, and they spoke about it and decided they was gonna kneel because that's more respectful or whatever. We gonna sit there and deny that fact. We gonna sit there and act like that never happened. We gonna sit there and act like the military has no issue with Colin Kaepernick. We gonna sit there and act like that's the real issue now. We gonna sit there and that's like how many times you keep on saying fuck you or as much as you want, but it's like I don't know. Something might have to give. Something might have to give. Like they might actually get upset. It might actually band together, especially if they can't get a job. You still not gonna let them in, like, cause of that. Cause you talking about disrespecting the flag when you know that's not the reason. When you know he got the idea from a military veteran to sit down and take a knee. Like, come on, now.
I get you. I get you. But how many times we gonna say that? And then we just realize we're talking on deaf ears. We're at a point with this where if you want, I seen David Letterman say this to Jay-Z about. Police brutality and shootings and things like that. We have plenty examples that if you just want to be one of those people that go, nah, well maybe that guy did something for the police shooting, or if you want to just be one of those people that keep creating excuses for police, then that's just who you're going to be. Because there's been there's been far more enough examples for you to realize, oh snap, it's really messed up out here. Like it's really fucking crazy for black people out here. It's really a manhunt damn near out here for black people, black men especially. So you don't need any more examples. We don't need to keep making any more points to people that it has nothing to do with disrespecting the flag, that the Army is one of the people who were backing Kaepernick, and when his jersey sales were going up, it was from soldiers all around the world that want to show their support. Those points don't make sense to those people no more. So that's why it's like, I don't care, whatever.
But why I'm so still on it because it worked in the 1950s, it worked in the 1960s, with the boycotts. Now, and I know for a fact if we actually 70% of the players. Enough of them fuck. Enough of the.
What are we boycotting?
Enough of the fuck you. We don't give a fuck about you. We don't give a fuck about y'all. Enough of that. I know if we can actually band it together and sat here and the black players like, well, we're not playing. Blah 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 blah. It will work. It can work. It worked before. If it worked in the 1950s and all that, you have plenty of examples in the past where it worked. So but I know for a fact it can work because it has worked. I mean, I just know it's not gonna work because we're not gonna band together. And it's kind of sad though.
Why would we? I mean, if I'm getting $2 million a year, why would I not get that $2 million a year? Now I have to take my children out of private school.
The same reason why Ali was the #1 the boss of the world and cash cow $5 million. And the same reason why he gave it all away. Same reason why. If Ali can do it, the greatest boss of all time, the greatest, your bum ass can do it too. I don't give a fuck. You can do it too.
I wouldn't put that on a player.
But it's the bigger picture though. No. So we gonna keep on allowing them. Nah, we gonna keep on allowing them. Not give a fuck and say fuck you. We don't give a fuck about that, and keep on allowing them. We can sit there and really control the shit if we wanted to, but we won't band together.
But what are you fighting? I don't get what you're fighting. That's why I said this is really a pride thing. This is all pride, and pride is invisible.
It's the same thing.
Because what are you fighting?
It's not, because it's.
But what is the fight?
It is an issue.
What's the issue?
It's racial undertones all over this shit.
All right,
It's
but is there racial undertones at your job?
This shit.
Is there racial undertones at your job? I know there's racial undertones at my job. Is there racial undertones at
And
your
this
job?
shit, yes, and this shit is.
All right, are we going to fight
and this thing implemented at my job. If I bring it to the forefront, something happened with me racial at my job, I bring it to the forefront. Something will happen. Something will happen. So like,
but I'm pretty sure there's racial undertones that us as black people have to sweep every day. But you have to get your money. You got to pay for whatever your daily bills you have to pay for. You got to take care of what you got to take care of.
Them poor black people in 55 had to get to work and had to pay to get their money to live.
I'd rather them get their. So what about this?
And they did it for a year and a half.
So what about this?
They did it for a year and a half.
So what about this? Those players get their money and they continue to keep their kids into private school, and then they become doctors and lawyers and senators. They continue to buy rec centers and community centers back in the hood or different programs. What if they take their money and do that? Because I'd rather you take your money and put your kid in private school and let the next generation be in those offices and really change laws than us fighting some pride battle at this point. Because we're not going to change nobody's mind.
What would it look like to a young black person for see all black people sit together and take how the NFL by their fucking throat, by the juggler, like, nah, enough of this shit.
Those guys are billionaires.
We all, exactly.
The NFL is a hobby.
And it's gonna fuck up their money. What 70% of the people, who they filling that void with?
You know, a lot of those owners, that's not how they make their money. That's really a video game for them. So this don't mean, so unfortunately, if they want to go, okay, no NFL, they're gonna be fine.
They'll be fine, but
they'll be hurt.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. And the NFL, and the players in the NFL will be fine too. They'll players be fine.
How?
Because they'll be fine. I don't know about the
There's
rookies
only
and all
2-3 people in each locker room that makes real money in the NFL.
I don't know about the rookies and all that, and the young players and whoever they haven't got the big contracts. They'll be fine. They get paid more than people in 1955 who was taking a bus though. I know that for sure. Way more. So they'll find a way. They should find a way.
I say get your money, man. It ain't that serious.
Yeah, get your money because nobody's banding together. Nobody's gonna do it how we can't do it like the real way where it can actually work. So hell yeah, get paid, get your money.
If you feel like your owner is a racist, get his daughter. That's what I say. Get his wife. If you really feel like that, that's what I'm there. Get them like that, but get your money. Get your money. Take care of your people. Grow these kids up to be the next.
Get them with the I'm the pappy.
You know what I'm saying? My brother.
Yes, sir.
Another one. You know what I'm saying?
He getting close to 20, yo.
Oh yeah, man, till infinity. I'm telling you, it's beautiful how we just getting greater and greater with this all week, man. We appreciate the social media love. Let's keep the conversations going.
All of them.
Let's keep the conversations. We love to do that all day, talk about sports.
Let's do it.
I could do that all day and all night. I'm just waiting for them to pay me for that. Oh my gosh.
I trust me. I'll find a time at work to get by the window and get that service. Tear that ass up. Pause.
Well, like the great Jimmy V say, man, don't give up. Don't ever give up. My brother again, love.
Yes, sir.
Finals. Yo, LeBron. I don't want to hear no excuses, man. No excuses.
Me neither. Mike and B Smooth.
Rodney Brown, Luke Longley, Steve Kerr, who y'all love.
Don't forget Scott Burrell.
Don't make me look up John Paxton and B.J. Armstrong.
Don't forget
stats.
Bill Whittington with his deadly moves.
Yeah.